de Paris. It's a little low. He's in this area. Nice and chilly over here. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, hella spooky. A lot of graffiti on certain parts. So this is like a self-guided tour, the official one. It's like 1.5 kilometers. I guess this is like an entrance to the catacombs. It's great that the French were courteous enough to make their catacomb walkways tall enough for people who are 6 feet. Okay, I take that back. It's getting short again. They're like, I can just get some narrow from the top. So, here we put them back. Another close entryway. A map. Alright. Yeah, this is probably the most cramped. Oh, yeah, being fucking Tulsa. If you're not Tulsa, wow, we get to stand here and jump scare the people behind me who are also on the tour, but I don't think it'd be conducive to giving somebody a heart attack. Surprisingly, it doesn't really smell too bad. It does have like a dank, mildewy, like basement kind of smell. I thought it would smell way worse. Alright, I guess we're going lower now. It's wet here. Somebody yell at you from there. Holy shit. have a heart attack or something. Oh, alright. I have an audio guide, but I really couldn't be bothered. I'd rather read all this stuff on my own time. It's fine. The ground is wet. You can see the water forming. It's like leaking and it's coming from the surface. Ah, fuck, I got it in my head. Fuck, that's gross. And it's fucking, and it's very low. I'm like, I went over at like a weird angle, man. Good on you. Okay, there's something familiar with. I transferred the overflow of the cemetery. There's nothing there. 1876. This is the Empire of the Dead. Very ominous. I'm not even going to pretend I know how to read this, so I'll speak French. Very little. You are invited, I guess, not to touch and not to smoke. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is creepy. It's not as morbid as I thought it would be. It's actually very well kept. Ancient cemetery. It's 1859. Wild. You know, half of me wants to touch these bones, but out of respect, I won't. But it's interesting. So you can see all these skulls, and it's like these have holes in them. So who knows how these people died, or if it was all just done in the move. I'd imagine so, because a lot of these actually have like damage. This poor fellow is missing half his face. There you go. This is what we're made of. It's pretty, like I said.
Yeah, see, I thought I was going well, but
I think the saddest part of this all is that these are millions of people who will never be identified, right? Like these are just bone. So the story of why this happened is because apparently, like in the late 1700s, the cemeteries of France were overflowing, and they were just literally trying to do everything possible to just stash the bodies. And since they were overflowing, they figured they'd use these old tunnels. I think they were for like sanitary purposes. I'm getting as above, so below vibes.
yeah, right? I was just saying, I was telling them they haven't seen the movie yet, so I was like, after this, you gotta go see the movie.
Don't follow no random apparitions, boys.
No, man.
I'll tell you, it's not as morbid as I thought it would be. You know what I mean? It's very like eloquently kept.
Yeah, it's very, very well kept. Like you could tell they definitely respected the presence of it.
Wild.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Où est-elle la mort toujours? Foutu au passe, opine-t-elle presente que déjà elle n'est plus. It's like, you are death forever, future and past. I don't know what this word is. Opine est elle present. I'm sure this is the present, and it isn't. Il n'est pas. Il n'est plus. Sorry.
Oh wow!
Innocent. So this is probably one of the older ones, 1787. And then, as you can see, some of these are locked because you can get lost down here.
We'll get the card. Yeah.
It's really hard to see this even with the light in front of me, but c'est que Lonsin, Sim, Ne Boot. Whatever, I'm not going to pretend to read that. Like, I'm not French. Ooh, so I think the interesting thing too to note is how small the skulls are, right? I mean, it's like, not to touch, but I mean, this is my fist, and like my fist is the entire size of the skull. Also interesting is a lot of these are like just like femurs, right? Like I have no idea what these bones are, but it's pretty remarkable. These are bones of people that died like 250 years ago or so. 1793. An AED unless you get spooked. I will say, you know, the French did have a way with organizing the bones. Like you can see it's like a row of skulls, then countless other bones, and then another row of skulls. And they maintain that all the way through. In a sense, this is it's just a massive graveyard, you know, for millions of unnamed Parisians or whatnot. Here's another map. Right. And then a bunch of people that just wanted to inscribe their name on a column. $1786. Typical French, you know, just a lot of interesting writings on these walls. More of the, I guess, first cemetery, 1787. And then just to give you the scale, it's not just like one row deep, it's like they just shoved all the bones back there. Right, and then again, just a lot of them have like cracks and fissures in their skulls. Sheesh. Ugh. 1794, St. Andrews, no, St. Andrew. More rooms of darkness, but then you can see there a nice little very interesting. Oh,
It doesn't say.
I think that might be it. Excuse me. Nope, there's more to go. And then just water. Ugh. Last thing I want to do is take a shower. Okay, that's very ominous. You can hear water falling down that way, dripping from the rock. Ooh. Again, just a bunch of bones. Ooh. Chateau. 1792. Wild. Ooh. Les hosties sont à l'abri des angoisses de la mort. I think something about justice being maybe like the casualties or something. Just using context clues, no idea. Again, more elegantly lined bones. More spooky. Fans keep calling. It is significantly warmer down here than it is topside in Paris in January. Oh, okay. Excuse the breathing. I have a partially herniated disc, and so I'm trying to make an effort to just get through this. Again, just more walled off areas. Some sort of infrastructure. Oh. I like how some of these, every once in a blue moon, you'll see like moss covered, fungi covered, not sure. We're going even deeper now. Yeah, look at this. Oh, that's spooky right there. Ooh, okay. Oh. Oh, French people. Look at that, just an interesting shape. A couple missing skulls. Who knows? Who knows what happened to this? Maybe they fell and broke, and they were just tossed into the back. Maybe somebody took home a souvenir. Ooh. Oh, damn, poor guy. Massive hole inside. Oh. Oh, okay. Got a duck, boys and girls. Definitely not a place for tall people. Again, just another.
Because they use cases like
This is Italian, or at least I think it is. Imprimitento, lo lego, introdurre. I think